Good morning, everyone. This is our daily market insights video with myself, Stavros, and today I'm going to talk about Euro Yen and also Pound Yen, simply because both are moving lower while the dollar is weakening. This means that the yen, despite the bank holiday today, along with other safe haven pairs, currencies are moving higher because the Fed did indeed disappoint investors. In addition, we expect the interest rate decision from the UK today, and the pound is going to remain volatile. Note that losses can exceed profits, and other recommendations here consider investment advice. So we are on our calendar. Friday, that is a bit too low. Okay, so we are expecting the EU Leaders Summit to continue. We've had some earlier data from Aussie coming out very soon. Have interest rate decision from Switzerland, and the retail sales from Britain, and of course the interest rate decision where rates are expected to remain unchanged. Now the thing is that we are expecting also some updates on the Brexit situation after PMA sent a letter formally requesting an extension for 3 months from EU. The EU has gotten back replying that there will be no Brexit delay without MPs backing the deal. So it's very curious to see how this is going to develop over the next few days. Now let's go to our charts. I want to start with Euro Yen, the 4-hour chart. We talked about Euro Yen last week. We are here, ended this sort of wave, and we completed a new impulse to the downside, and from there we are again moving higher. We talked about prices moving a little bit higher than this last week. Okay, so we saw prices moving higher, and we received a very good false break, just a tiny bit below the strong resistance level of 126.9. Despite that, prices started being weaker since, and we've seen a rejection again down at this level at 126.2, and we are now sitting in a range. And from here, we're waiting prices to give us further clues. Now, the MACD and the RSI, they give us indeed some bearish signals, quite a few to be honest. So I would expect Euro Yen to come on a corrective move down to around 126, 125.50, or even all the way down to reach this trend line that connects previous lows near 125.2, or even the psychological level 125 itself. And now let's go a little bit lower to have a closer look. We did indeed get a triple actually, top over here around 126.77. We have completed the WXY pattern, and at the same time we came down to complete wave A correction, and from here we could see prices moving a little bit higher for a short-term correction of the bearish move, and then all the way down to over here. We'll get some supportive signals as well on the now 1 hour time frame, but you know, don't forget today is bank holiday in Japan, so markets may be a little bit quiet on the yen side. Now, if we have any moves on the euro, of course, that will move the markets. But note that momentum is indeed very thin. Actually, has been thin over the past few hours, I would say. Now, quickly on the pound. Pound is a little bit more interesting. So we were expecting, and I'm still expecting, prices to move a little bit higher. Okay, so this is wave 3, 4, and we're expecting to see prices to move a little bit higher over here. Now the thing is that could be a different wave, a different structure, and we could have ended over there. We received a very tiny false break over here, and prices started moving lower. Now I'm expecting prices to go at least to that level. Okay, and here is where I'm expecting to receive further clues. Now, the thing is that on this time frame, we have a very good bullish hidden divergence signal over here, and of course we get a very small bearish signal as well on the MACD, which is probably the correction we are seeing at the moment. Now from here, let's go a little bit lower to see what else is going on. On the last move, I had this impulse wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this has failed us. We didn't receive wave 5, so that can mean a few things. This won't be another, there won't be another impulse to the upside, okay? Which means prices will break that level and then move lower and even below this level around 144, 143.50, or we could see prices receiving a rejection around that level or even a little bit lower at this trend line, and here we can expect prices to move higher to reach a high above 150, I would say. Now, I am more confident on receiving double wave down here, okay, equal to this, and that will bring me down to close to 144, maybe a little bit lower, and that is because this is also a previous support level, and at the same time it would also give me a false break below this trend line. Now, because we're on the 1 hour chart, I want to remind you that we have these two bullish signals as well on the GBPJPY, and I'm expecting prices to move a little bit higher, up to 147 maybe, because it's a good psychological level where I would be expecting to see further clues. So from here, I would probably expect prices to start moving lower to see a second wave equal to the first one. Obviously, if this fails, then prices will move all the way up. I'm expecting this to hold 148. If that doesn't happen either, then we're looking at moving all the way up. Don't forget that the pound, of course, is very, very dependent on the Brexit news. And today we'll have interest rate decision in the evening, which is also going to add a lot of volatility and definitely going to move GBPJPY pair as well as the rest of the pairs. So I would pay attention to both of those crosses for the day, because tomorrow is Friday and we're expecting some end of week flows to kick in as well. Thank you for watching our daily video. For another day, feel free to subscribe to our channel. That's how you can stay updated about the markets. Don't forget that if you visit our blog, is where you can find all the latest news, because we'll publish the trading ideas and new articles every day and provide all the necessary tools to serve you responsibly.